All right, where are we headed?
To Tutka Bay
Tutka Bay. How are we getting there?
with the water taxi.
Water taxi. Where are we driving to first?
Sewer?
Nope. Homer.
Homer.
Headed to Homer. There's Taylor. Kayaks, 2 minivans, you know, we're kicking it. And we're on our way to Homer to take a water taxi out to Tutka Bay. And we're gonna stay in a yurt. Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
All right, what's Mom think?
Way excited.
Woohoo! What's Taylor think?
Way excited.
Perfect, yay, here we go. So for some people who like the deadliest catch, that boat right there is the Bandit. So that's our Granite Cape Land Marine water taxi. Headed out. Left this on the beach here. And our yurt is up there in the forest. And this is a trailhead as well. So got all of our stuff. And here we go. So right down there in the center of the screen is our kayaks on the beach. We've come up a trail and it's a little bit muddy. This log came across this creek and there's Devil's Club just starting to sprout. And then we're going on this trail. And then straight ahead in the screen is the yurt. Haven't got there yet, but we're on our way. What do you think about this yurt?
It's pretty cool. I've never been in one before.
What's new?
Everything.
How's it different than the public use cabins we stay in? Oop.
It's not round. It's got beds, or it is round, and it's got beds all the way around.
Yeah.
And a stove in the middle.
What do you think, Wyatt?
I think it's cool. I like that with this stove we can actually put stuff on top of it.
Yeah.
Purposely.
A little bit more.
That would help us in boiling water.
Yep. Cool. What do you think, Burr?
It's pretty cool. It's nice and it's warm in here already. It's gonna be nice to sleep in.
Yeah. Pretty.
And those are nice 4-inch pads, not like the other ones that we slept in.
Yeah, they're a lot more padded than the Forest Service 2-inch foam. So, all right.
I like
Taylor, what do you think?
It's pretty cool, and I like the fire thing,
Mm-hmm.
and I like the window on top.
So here's the bear box, or buckets rather, to keep your food stuff up out of reach of the bears. So the little pulley system they provided here at the yurt. So we're on the back side. We're on the back side of the yurt now, and just coming around. And here's the beautiful water. You can see in the shadow a little bit better than elsewhere, but it's crystal clear. All sorts of barnacles and seaweed growing. Kids are already exploring with mom. So we're on a little bit of a kind of an outcropping, I don't know. And that's where the yurt is, up here, but we got water basically surrounding us, except for the one side where it goes up farther on a hill. And the trail goes to Tutka Lake, so that's the trailhead we were at. Some fellow kayakers over there. There's another cabin called Sea Star Cabin that they might be staying in over there. It's not too far from us. So.
Ready?
Yep.
Go.
Okay, Noah, stand up. Ready?
The yurt is up on top of that cliff. And we're down here kayaking. We're gonna go around the corner to Sea Star Cabin and see if we can find a fresh water source. So we'll filter some water and bring it back. So that's where we're at.
Hi.
What you got? Oh, you stinker.
Burgers are done. Feels done to me. Carrots are done.
Carrots.
There's plates in this one.
What's for dinner?
The best tinfoil dinners ever made. By Amber Cole. By Amber Cole.
Life. So we're headed to Tutka Lake. It's a short hike, and I look like I'm ready for a huge rainstorm, but I really just needed another layer because today I have the chills and I don't know why. But anyway, headed up the hill to the lake to check it out. And we got some neighbors over here. I don't know if you can see them. Maybe I didn't go far enough. There you go. There's the tent on a platform. So got some neighbors tonight that came in late on a boat and then set up camp, and then we're on our way. So fun, fun, fun. See what we find up at Tutka Lake.
We are at the lake.
Hooray!
No, it's farting.
Look, getting ready to float. There he goes in the water. And he's just doing it.
Oh, we were out. Are you done?
Just noticed this rainbow. It's really low to the ground and pretty.
What is a red book? Burning it still. Dang it, so close. So close! I'm free! No!
You did it.
Not a bright color. There's a green one and a red one.
Okay.
Oh, there's a red one behind it.
If you look in the water, there's some down in below, the orange ones.
Now let's get wet.
Oh, there's some in those
Oh,
cracks.
that looks fun to climb in. There's some under the water right there. Ooh, it stinks.
We're entering this, I don't know, passageway to the lagoon. There's a hatchery back here, and we just noticed some stairs back there and a buoy, so we think that's maybe the people who run the hatchery. And so this is impassable at low tide. So the tide is coming in, so the current through here is filling, and so it's kind of even pushing us along a little bit right here, just like a nice meandering river. But then we're gonna get up there and it's gonna be the lagoon. So this is our new adventure for today. So you can kind of see, and so you can see how much the current is pushing in here. This is the tide coming in. We're gonna stay to the right, which is the deep part. It's also where the current is. And then keep on going. So we're still getting pushed in with the tide. With this is the lagoon. And there's the hatchery. So we made it to the end of the lagoon, and in there, that's the passageway we came through, the water there. And then it got shallow there in the middle, and then opened up to this, which that is the hatchery. And they produce pink salmon out of that, or humpies. And then we came to the end of the lagoon, and we landed, and there's a little bit of a camping spot here, and they're going exploring for a little bit. Then there's a spot that fills with salt water at high tide. There's still seaweed in the ground along with grass, which is kind of interesting. But this is what we found so far. So we're probably gonna go back around the hatchery, and back on that side is a river that comes in. We're gonna filter some more water from a freshwater source and then hang out for a couple hours till the tide turns, and then we'll take the current and have it push us on the way out of here. So we're just here exploring for a while. It says one person from each party, please register here, but there's nowhere to register. And Amber thought it was a bit odd that you had to climb over the tree to get to the bathroom, and that it doesn't look like that tree fell anytime recently. So, and then I guess the toilet seat had some cracks in it. Anyway, guess not too many people get back here.
When we got here, Wyatt stacked 2 rocks on top of each other so we know where the tide is, so we know when to leave. And it's like 6 or 7 feet out there now. We've been here for what, maybe 10 minutes?
Was on the edge of the water, and it's already filled
at least a foot of water.
A foot of water in
down.
the last 10 minutes.
We just ran to the bathroom and came back, and that's where we're at.
So we landed the kayaks on that beach, and we found this little trail. We're kind of headed toward where we think the river is coming down from the lake. And Amber thought this tree looked like a cactus. So this is where we landed. Looks like it's time for granola bars. There you are. Dab? Are you dabbing? There you go.
Hey.
Oh, we got a whole sorts of trendy, cool people here. There's the big boys. And now the current is starting to pull us out of the lagoon, so we're just gonna go around the corner there and it'll be like a river. So we're now in the channel and we're headed out, but it looks like the wind's blowing this direction and there's some swell. So I don't know how much videoing I'll be doing, but anyway, this gives you an idea. We got some waves coming in all the way up here, so anyway, fun. So we've made it back. To our beach where the yurt is up there on the hill. But here's high tide and how far it's already come down in the last maybe hour. And then we notice there's kind of like a new line here of mussel shells, the blue mussels, but that wasn't really here. You can kind of see past lines from higher tides. I thought it was pretty cool how lined up they are. This one's a clam, and these are mussels. Probably eaten by a bunch of otters. Who knows? But they're pretty. What day is it?
Tutka Day. Wednesday.
Tutka Day.
Yeah, what time is it?
Tutka Day.
Tutka Day?
Time.
Tutka time, okay. Where are we headed?
We're heading to the waterfall at the end of the ocean.
Okay, yeah. And what are we gonna do there?
We are gonna swim and kayak and play on the beach there.
Okay, all right. Luke, you got anything to add?
Waterfalls at the end of Tutka Bay, not the ocean.
Well, we're getting ready to come out, and over here, Luke and Noah are already in the double tandem. We're just getting ready to go on our way down the bay. We're about a third of the way up Tutka Bay, and we found this cool place where if the tide was up, we were saying it'd be fun to jump off those rocks into the water. And it just looks like a little fairy tale rock. And then this is the point. And then we noticed up in the tree, at the very tip top, is an eagle, a bald eagle, just hanging out. So we've now crossed the bay. Back there is where we were, and now we're on the opposite side, I guess the north side. And here's just a lot more steep terrain on this side, but it's protecting us a little bit from the wind, which is coming right at us. It's picked up a little bit, so, but it is beautiful. How's little beauty?
Good.
Doing good? Are you cute?
Yes.
Yep, she says so. So it must be true. I think we've reached our waterfall. We can see, we can hear it. Fresh water's coming out to the shore.
We just got to the waterfall at the end of the bay, and it's really loud and really cool.
We reached the waterfall. Here it is. And there's Amber headed in. And we're gonna be here for a little while. We're gonna get fresh water from here today and hang out until the tide turns to go out. And hopefully we'll have the wind and the tide at our back on the way home to the yurt. All right, what do you want to say?
I'm really glad we came to this spot because it's awesome.
And what were you thinking about your parents taking on this crazy trip?
I thought it would be the second time we went really far on our kayaks and went nowhere.
So, we actually went somewhere and you're excited about it?
Yeah.
All right. Now, explain to the audience when your parents made you go a long ways to nowhere. Give us an example.
We were on a kayak trip to Cane's Head, and we were trying to go all the way around to the southern entrance of the trail, and we never made it
Why?
because it was so far.
Was it because it was so far?
And it was so far.
All right. So we're filtering water down there, and we're working our way up the waterfall back here. I guess now we're somewhere in the middle. So here's the falls. There's some pools that way. And then, oh, there. And there's the Wyatt. Right. Yeah, flat. I do not know where Noah is yet. Yeah, it's so pretty. Here's Amber and Taylor headed up. Oh, there's Noah in the orange. So, here we go, keep on going. There's the Tutka Bay below. We're climbing up here. Everybody's making their way. And here's Noah and the falls. What do you think, Noah?
I think it's cool. I think the waterfall is cool.
it would be this huge. I thought it would just be like a little creek or something. And it gets really misty. Like, I have not been this close to a waterfall ever.
So we climbed down from the waterfall and we're back at the beach, but there isn't much beach left. In fact, the red kayak was about to float off and one of the kids grabbed it. So we didn't anticipate how high the tide was going to be. In fact, over here is, right there's the fire pit that Luke had kind of constructed thinking we'd have a fire there when we got back. But now we've got a new fire pit up here in the grass area. And so anyway, we're gonna be here while we filter more water, and then we'll be headed back out. Hopefully the tide will be going out, and the wind will be at our back, hopefully on the way out. So anyway, but the kids seem thrilled with the waterfall, which makes us happy as parents, because it was some work to get here, and we're glad that they were excited about it. So anyway, now we'll have a little picnic. Well, we're leaving our waterfall. This area gets pretty shallow, so we don't want to get stuck here at low tide. And so we're gonna head out now before it gets too shallow. Oh, there's Noah. He's my front seat today, or this is for the way back. Oh yeah? Luke says that must be out where they're clamming, because right now it's kind of rocky, but it's got to be more sandy, muddy for clams.
They did a good time. Like, it was really shallow there.
Yeah. It's not so bad out here, but you can see there's rocks and shells and stuff down in there, but it's probably only 4 or 5 feet deep right now. And 4 or 5 feet happens pretty quick with the tide, huh?
Yeah.
If we weren't paying attention, so. All right. Oh look, there's two beauties. The beauty boat, the beauty banana boat.
So we forgot our can opener, and we're worried about how we're gonna open our cans. We have a friend that sold these knives on eBay a while ago, and it works really nice.
On eBay?
On Amazon.
You're so old school.
Just don't touch the edges because it will hurt.
It'll be a fun time in the yurt tonight.
Me and Luke touched them.
Okay, go ahead.
There's another one over there.
Wyatt.
Touch it.
Oh, there's a hermit crab right there. You got a new home now. What is this?
What is it?
It is a sea star.
So this is our last day, last full day. And we're gonna go back to the lagoon, and we were offered a tour of the hatchery. So we're gonna go check that out. Looks like one of our boats almost slipped into the water without us, but we're getting ready to go and tour the hatchery. So that's, and we'll have a picnic there, and we're gonna go in on the inflowing tide and out on the outflowing tide. So anyway, that's the plan for today. He just scooted down. Floating into the lagoon. We're in the current because the tide's coming up. You wanna say hello to everyone, Taylor?
Hello.
Hello. You had a good morning?
Yeah.
Good. Wow. Water's so pretty. We're just gonna round the corner here to the left. And back in there, there's a river flow, I guess, I don't know. But then the workings of the hatchery are back there, the land operations. So, and they said we could come have a tour, so that's where we're headed. We're just kind of poking around. We haven't seen anybody yet. But then we came back and found the river, which is beautiful. And that flows out to the lagoon as well. So we're slowly floating down the entrance of the lagoon. We're floating out of the entrance. And we've had a bit of a water fight. Some people may have gotten more wet than others. And those some people may not have been me. Just saying. But anyway.
It's me.
Some people got other people more wet than others.
That's probably more true statement. So.
You're Wyatt.
Anyway,
It's
got some shenanigans going on.
Here they
here.
go.
Yeah.
And we're headed back for home. The tour of the hatchery was good, but it was just, they were in their cleanup stages, so there wasn't much to see. No baby fishes, so they let them go last Saturday. So anyway, that's about it. Today is a -4-foot tide. You can see the difference between the light and the dark there. That was high tide. So this whole bay fills to that level last night, or it did, about 2 o'clock in the morning. And now it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and we woke up especially to see this -4 point something tide. So it's in the negatives. Low tides this week, earlier in the week, were like in the positive 1 foot. So there's the light and the dark there. So the water came all the way up to that. And now there's Amber and the kids. We're gonna go explore the beach, see what we find on this negative tide day. Well, we've got some mottled sea stars here, different colors. Almost blue-gray, pink, and orange.
Look, they're all the way. There's a really orange one out there.
Want to flip it over? We're here at low tide, the -4 point something. It's -4 point what?
-4.6.
4.6, -4.6 tide. So where we're standing now was underwater last night at low tide, which we also explored. And so we were standing on all these rocks. But then at high tide, it goes all the way up to where the whitish kind of stops and it turns gray. And it's just hard to kind of depict. Anyway, that rock sticking out above amber is usually underwater. So just how crazy the tides are here. They're really big.
The sea star that's it's not even rough. And it's really star looking.
So we're all packed up and out of the yurt and getting ready. Well, we're just here for about an hour, 15 minutes here on the beach, hanging out. There's a fire pit down here, so we're gonna light a fire and just be together while we wait for our water taxi to come. And we've kind of laid out the kayaks and look at all that stuff. We think we camp light, but with a family of 6, it's amazing how much stuff comes together. But we could camp a little heavier on the gear this time because we had the water taxi to bring us out. We didn't have to pack everything in the kayak. So anyway, this is our day. Focus on the water there. And we'll just wait for our taxi to come from that opening in the bay. So anyway, it's a beautiful day. I think we're all kind of ready. We really enjoyed the trip. We kind of sat down and had a family meeting last night and talked about it, and just everybody had different things they liked. Noah even liked running through the forest. It was like an obstacle course because there are all these roots that come out of the ground and everything. So that was kind of cute to see. But anyway, this is us waiting to get picked up. So we think that's our boat coming in there in the middle of the storm. Coming to get us right on time. It's about 12:50 and we asked them to pick us up at 1 o'clock.
6 passengers, 4 kayaks, a bunch of gear, a big bag of trash, and a cute little doggy on board on our way back.
Alright, sweet, thank you.
See, no fun back. Where's the personality, Caitlin?
So here's a map of Tutka Bay. Homer is far to the north, and then we've got Sadie Cove. Tutka Bay is here, then Jackaloff Bay, and then farther to the south would be Seldovia. So we came in the bay here by the water taxi, and that's where it's 500 feet deep. And then this is our yurt, is where we stayed. That's the Sea Star cabin. There's a Tutka Bay Yurt 1 here. We were in Yurt 2. And then over here is the channel to the lagoon, which comes back here. And then the fish hatchery operations were back here. That's the channel we went in and out of. And then for our long trip to the waterfall, we came this way, all the way to here, and then we crossed, and then came to here was the waterfall.